We've been connected with the Community Learning and Development course at Dundee University for over a year now. It actually was, I met one of the tutors at a meeting and was telling her about our piece of work that I was involved in and work that we were developing. And it was that kind of spark of going, oh, we could do this for you and you could do this for us. So it was that kind of partnership approach that started. I came and I spoke to the students on the course last year in the research symposium about the work that I was developing. And then there were students who wanted to come on placement. So the tutors here approached and said, would we be willing to take on a placement for their course, for their research module? And it was a really difficult decision actually to take. I mean, I feel a sense of responsibility. I want them to have a good experience, a good learning experience. But also, you know, I work in the voluntary sector. We don't have a great deal of resources and time. So it's balancing out what I can give to a student and what we're going to get back from that student. So it has to be something that's mutually beneficial. And also that, you know, a student on placement is about applying their learning out into the workplace, out into practice. So we don't want us to create a project just for the sake of creating it. It has to be something that really adds value to our work, as well as supporting a student moving from academia potentially out into the workforce, out into working with people, out into engaging with communities. So it's not something that I wanted to take really lightly or do tokenistically. I wanted to make it a really positive experience for both me and for the students that we ended up. One of the big challenges for the voluntary and community sector is obviously resources. And we have to be looking at what we're doing and what impact it's having. And the way to do that is evaluation. Now, I don't have the funding to commission a huge, big evaluation project, university-led academic researchers. And we had gathered all of this data around impact of what people who'd come to see our exhibition, who'd come to see our project, what they were saying. But we had no way to gather that together and actually to analyse it or to undertake something very specific around it. And having the student, that was the opportunity for us to do that. So having the student on placement meant that there was somebody who could devote their time and their attention to actually focusing on this really crucial part of our project and really adding to us almost like the missing part of the jigsaw puzzle that we weren't able to do, but the student was. And also it was really good to have somebody outside of the project able to step in with us and work with us, to have a bit of credibility and a bit of impartiality, and have a bit more of an objective view on what was happening that simply we wouldn't have the time and the resources to do. But having a student over a longer period of time meant that we could really develop that work. So it wasn't tokenistic. Actually, the student really contributed that piece that we weren't able to capture before.
CLD is not just an academic practice, and whilst it's important to have that academic vigour and knowledge and understanding, it's actually about being able to deliver and have the skill sets to engage with people and to take them with you. It's a professional practice that's bound up with ethics and values, and that you need to demonstrate that you're a competent practitioner. That means that you can actually work with people to find out what it is that they want to know and how to identify the areas of social justice. Dundee University's got an excellent programme where students are afforded the opportunity to work in practice in communities with people, with young people, with adult returners, with English speakers of other languages, families, so they have a really well-rounded skill set. It's not just about working in communities, but also experiencing different organisations. Unlike other professions, CLD practitioners can end up in a whole load of different areas, and that you could be working in a voluntary organisation, a charity, social enterprise, local authority, you could be working within a university. So that skill set of being able to adapt to different organisations, different cultural needs, and working with different communities and sectors and communities. Also the ability to work with politicians, with senior management, and being able to build a rapport, take people with you, and always keeping those professional values of social justice, empowerment, inclusion, equality at the heart of it. And Dundee University affords that opportunity for me as the head of the CLD Standards Council. It affords that opportunity for my members.
For the organisation that I did my internship, I think it was very beneficial having students. They even said to me, I got loads of feedback about how they loved having students because everyone's so different, nobody's the same. Everyone has their different experiences, different ages with CLD. Everyone in our class, like they range from quite young, like when we started 18 to like 50. So everyone has their different experiences. So I definitely think it benefits having kind of new knowledge because obviously CLD is always changing. So by having like a fresh mind coming into a different organisation, they definitely benefit from that because they're seeing new things. And obviously we're still at uni, so we're learning day to day, so that we can feed back to them with different theories and different practices.